You are lying down. That is the first thing. Not sitting, not standing, lying down, horizontal, defenseless. You have arranged your body in the position of surrender because you believe nothing is hunting you. That belief is not knowledge. That belief is a habit. And habits are just lies you have told yourself so many times that your muscles memorize them. Close your eyes if they are not already closed. The darkness behind your lids is not empty. It is full of blood vessels, full of the shadows of your own lashes, full of the tiny floating shapes that are actually white blood cells moving through the capillaries of your retina. You can see the inside of your own circulatory system right now, and you never noticed. That is how much you miss. That is how much you will always miss. Level 1. The parasitoid wasp is smaller than a grain of rice. It lands on a caterpillar. The caterpillar does not run. It cannot. The wasp is too fast. The wasp inserts its ovipositor into the caterpillar's skin. The caterpillar feels this. Insects have nociceptors. They feel pain. Not the way you feel pain. Worse. They feel pain without the distraction of meaning. You tell yourself pain has a purpose, a lesson, a message from your body. The caterpillar feels none of that. It feels only the signal, pure, unfiltered. Without the comforting narrative of this will end, the wasp lays eggs inside the caterpillar. 20, 40, 60. The number does not matter. What matters is that the caterpillar will carry these eggs for days. It will eat. It will grow. It will prepare for a metamorphosis that will never come. It will walk through the world with parasites multiplying inside its body cavity, and it will not know. That is the first cruelty, not the pain, the ignorance. The caterpillar does not know it is already dead. It is walking around with death inside it, calling each breath a victory. You are the caterpillar. You have parasites inside you right now, not wasp larvae, beliefs, habits, fears, addictions, small quiet things that are eating you from within while you go about your day. You do not know which ones are fatal. That is the design. Level 2. The eggs hatch. The larvae emerge. They are blind. They have no limbs. They have only mouths. They begin to eat the caterpillar from the inside. But they are strategic. They are precise. They eat the fat bodies first, the storage organs. The parts the caterpillar does not need to move, to eat, to pretend everything is fine. The caterpillar continues to walk, continues to eat, continues to live its small green life while being hollowed out. The larvae avoid the vital organs, the heart, the nervous system. They want the caterpillar alive, not because they are merciful. Because fresh meat is better than dead meat. The caterpillar is not a victim. It is a pantry, a living refrigerator, a container of meat that restocks itself every time it eats. Your body does the same thing. It stores fat. It stores memories. It stores the small traumas you have not processed. And something is eating those stores right now. Something that wants you alive. Something that needs you alive to keep producing what it consumes. You call that something by many names. Anxiety, depression, the void. It does not care what you call it. It is hungry. Level 3. The larvae grow. They fill the caterpillar's body cavity. The caterpillar is now mostly parasite. Its organs are compressed, shifted, pushed against the walls of its own skin. It still moves. It still eats. It still responds to light and shadow and the approach of predators. But there is almost nothing left of the original caterpillar. The thing walking through the grass is a bag of wasp larvae wearing a caterpillar suit. And the caterpillar's nervous system is still sending signals, still processing inputs, still producing the electrochemical pattern that the caterpillar calls May. The May is still there. It is just outnumbered. You have been outnumbered. Original self, the child you were before the world taught you fear and shame and hunger, that child is still in there. Compressed, shifted, pushed against the walls of your own skin. You can still feel them sometimes, in dreams, in moments of exhaustion. In the split second between waking and remembering who you are supposed to be, the child is still there. They are just not in charge anymore. Something else is wearing your suit. Level 4. The larvae are ready. They chew their way out. They create small holes in the caterpillar's skin. One by one, the caterpillar feels each hole, each perforation, each small death. It does not scream. Insects do not have vocal cords, but if you could translate its nervous system into sound, it would be a scream that never ends. The larvae emerge. They spin cocoons. They attach themselves to the caterpillar's body. The caterpillar does not run. It cannot. The damage is too extensive. It stands there, motionless, with the empty shells of its parasites glued to its back, and it stays there for days. It does not eat. It does not move. It stands guard over the cocoons. The thing that ate it from the inside is now attached to its outside, and the caterpillar protects them. It twitches its head at passing threats. It stays in the sun for warmth. It sacrifices its remaining life to protect the things that murdered it. This is not brain damage. This is not a malfunction. The wasp larvae release chemicals that hijack the caterpillar's nervous system, rewired it, turned the caterpillar into a bodyguard for its own killers. The caterpillar does not choose to protect them. It is programmed. It is a robot. It is a machine that has been given new instructions, and it follows those instructions until it starves to death, standing perfectly still with the children of its murderers on its back. You have protected your own parasites. You have defended the things that are killing you. You have called them family, called them duty, called them love. You have stood perfectly still while they fed on you, and you have attacked anyone who tried to remove them. The chemicals are not wasp venom. They are guilt, obligation, fear of abandonment. They are in your blood. They are in your spine. They are the instructions you did not choose but cannot delete. Level 5. The cocoons open. Adult wasps emerge. They fly away. They do not look back. They do not thank the caterpillar. They do not even register its existence. It is not a mother to them. It is a tool, a resource, a piece of equipment that has served its purpose. The caterpillar stands there for a few more hours. Then it falls. It does not die dramatically. It simply stops being able to stand. Its legs give out. Its head touches the ground. Its nervous system fires a few more signals. Then nothing. The wasps are already mating, already hunting new caterpillars, already laying new eggs. The cycle does not pause for grief. The cycle does not have grief. The cycle has only hunger. And the satisfaction of hunger and the hunger that comes after satisfaction. You are in a cycle. You have always been in a cycle. You eat, you sleep, you work, you consume. You are consumed. You tell yourself your cycle has meaning because you can name its parts. The caterpillar could not name anything. That is the only difference. Level 6. Let us leave the wasp. Let us find something larger, something with a face. Something you might be tempted to call majestic. The lion. You have seen the documentaries, the slow motion chase, the triumphant kill. The narrator's voice telling you about the circle of life. The circle of life is not a circle. A circle returns to where it began. This returns to dust. A male lion takes over a pride. He fights the resident male. He wins. The loser limps away. He will die within weeks, not from his wounds, from loneliness. Lions are social. A male without a pride is a ghost. He will wander until his teeth wear down, until he cannot hunt, until the hyenas find him. The winner does not think about the loser. He has already forgotten his face. He is walking toward the females, toward the cubs. Level 7. The new male kills the cubs, all of them. He bites through their skulls, one by one. The mothers watch. They cannot stop him. They are smaller, weaker. Outnumbered by his muscles and his teeth and his absolute lack of hesitation. The cubs do not understand. They have done nothing wrong. They were playing yesterday, nursing this morning. They do not know what a takeover is. They do not know what a rival is. They only know that a strange smell is approaching, and then there is pressure, and then there is nothing. The mothers scream. Lions have a specific vocalization for cub death. It is not a roar. It is higher, thinner, more like a human wail. You would recognize it if you heard it. It would make your chest tighten. Your ancestors heard that sound. They knew what it meant. They knew because they made the same sound when their own children died. Level 8. The mothers go into estrus within days. Their bodies decide, not their minds. Their hormones flood their bloodstreams. Their ovaries release eggs. Their behavior changes. They approach the male who killed their children. They rub against him. They invite him. They mate with him every 40 minutes, for days, for weeks, until they are pregnant, until they are carrying the children of the murderer. They do not forget. Their brains remember the cubs, the smell of them, the weight of them, the sound of their skulls cracking. But remembering and acting are different systems. The acting system has been hijacked by estrus, by ovulation, by 3 million years of evolution that does not care about grief. Evolution does not care about anything. Evolution is not a force, it is a filter. And the filter has selected for females who mate after infanticide. The ones who refused did not pass on their genes. The ones who refused are extinct. Every lion mother alive today is descended from a long line of ancestors who mated with the killers of their children. You are descended from the same line. Your ancestors survived things you cannot imagine. They did not survive by being good. They did not survive by being faithful or honorable or loving. They survived by mating with the enemy, by laughing at the boss's joke, by staying quiet when the powerful person spoke, by smiling at the person who hurt them. You are made of survivors, and survivors are not heroes. Survivors are people who did what was necessary. What was necessary is almost never what you want to remember. Level 9. The new cubs are born. The mother nurses them, grooms them, protects them. She does not love them less because their father killed her first litter. She does not love them more. She loves them exactly as much as her neurochemistry dictates, which is completely, unconditionally, without reservation. She will die for these cubs. She will fight animals twice her size for these cubs. She will starve herself for these cubs. And she will do it all while the memory of her first cubs sits in her hippocampus like a stone. She does not have a word for what she feels. She does not need one. The feeling is there. It is always there. It will be there until she dies. And she will never tell anyone about it because there is no one to tell. She will carry it alone, in silence, in the dark. In the hours between hunts when the cubs are sleeping and she is watching the horizon, and the stone in her chest is the heaviest thing she has ever carried. You have a stone. You have carried it for years, decades. You do not talk about it because you do not have words for it, or because the words you have feel too small, or because you have told yourself it does not matter. It matters. It is the heaviest thing you will ever carry, and you will carry it until you die. That is not pessimism. That is biology. Your brain does not delete. It archives. Your stone is archived. It will be there. Tomorrow. It will be there on your last day. The only question is how much of your life you will spend pretending it is not there. Level 10. Let us go smaller again. Not as small as the wasp, medium. Something with a shell. The hermit crab. You have seen them. They live in borrowed shells. They find an empty shell. They move in. They carry it on their backs. They outgrow it. They find a larger shell. They move again. This is the story you know. The cute story. The one about growth and change and finding the right fit. Here is the rest. Hermit crabs kill each other for shells. They form chains. A larger crab attacks a smaller crab. It pulls it from its shell. It tears its limbs. It leaves it naked on the ocean floor to be eaten by fish, or crushed by waves, or slowly dried by the sun. The larger crab takes the shell. The smaller crab dies. But the smaller crab had a shell that was too small for the larger crab. So the larger crab does not keep it. It passes it down the chain, a medium. Crab takes the shell from the small crab. A large crab takes the shell from the medium crab. Very large crab takes the shell from the large crab. And at the front of the chain, the largest crab of all takes the shell from the very large crab. Every crab in the chain moves up one size. Every crab gets a new home. Every crab except the smallest. The smallest crab is left naked. It dies. That is the cost of progress. That is the cost of everyone moving up. One crab dies so the others can have slightly better housing. You are in a chain. You have moved up. You have taken shells from smaller crabs. You have called it promotion, called it success, called it the natural order. And somewhere behind you a crab is dying, naked, alone, because you needed what it had. You will not remember its face. You will not think about it tonight or tomorrow or ever. But the chain remembers. The chain is made of bones, and you are standing on them. Level 11. The sea otter. You know the video, the one where they hold hands while they sleep so they don't drift apart. Millions of views. Comments about love and loyalty and the beauty of nature. The video does not show the rest. Male sea otters capture female sea otters. They grab them from behind. They bite their noses, their faces, their eyes. They hold them underwater. The females struggle. They try to surface. They try to breathe. The males are larger, stronger. They do not let go. They mate with the females while the females are drowning. The females die. Their lungs fill with seawater. Their bodies go limp. The males let go. They float there for a moment. Then they swim away to find another female. This is not rare. This is not aberrant. This is how sea otters have reproduced for millions of years. The females who survived this behavior passed on their genes. The females who died did not. The behavior is not a bug. It is a feature. It is the filter. You have been held underwater. Not literally, by expectations, by debts, by relationships that demanded you stop breathing so the other person could stay afloat. You have bitten noses, not literally. You have held someone underwater so you could breathe. You have told yourself it was different, that you were different, that your drowning was justified. It was not. It was the filter. The filter does not care about justification. The filter cares only about who surfaces. Level 12. The female sea otter who survives does not run. She cannot. The male is still there, still large, still strong. She mates with him again and again. She floats beside him. She grooms his fur. She sleeps in a raft with him and the other males who have held her underwater. She does this because the alternative is worse. The alternative is being alone. A lone otter is a dead otter. Sharks, orcas, starvation. The group is safety. Even if the group is made of the people who hurt you. Even if the group is the reason you cannot breathe. You have stayed in the group. You have floated. Beside the people who held you underwater. You have called it forgiveness, called it maturity, called it not holding grudges. It was not any of those things. It was survival. And survival is not noble. Survival is the absence of better options. Level 13. The female sea otter who loses her pup carries the body. For days, for weeks. She places it on her belly. She floats with it. She grooms it. She tries to nurse it. The pup does not nurse. The pup is cold, stiff, dead. She knows this. Her brain knows this. But her body does not. Her body is still producing milk, still releasing oxytocin, still telling her to protect the small warm thing on her belly. The small warm thing is not warm. It has not been warm for a long time. She carries it anyway. She carries it until it falls apart, until the fur slides off, until the bones separate, until there is nothing left to hold. Then she floats alone. She does not look for a new pup. She does not mate. She floats for weeks, for months. Sometimes she stops eating. Sometimes she stops grooming. Sometimes she stops moving. She does not die. She just stops living. Her body continues. Her heart beats. Her lungs breathe. But the thing that was her has drifted away. It is somewhere in the current. It is not coming back. You have carried a dead pup. You have held something that was already gone. A dream, a relationship, a version of yourself that died years ago. You have groomed it, nursed it, placed it on your belly and floated with it in the open ocean. You have called it loyalty, called it hope, called it not giving up. It was not any of those things. It was grief. And grief is not a feeling. Grief is a place you live. You have lived there for so long you forgot there were other addresses. Level 14, the polar bear. The ice is melting. You have heard this. You have seen the images. The thin bear on the small ice floe. The sad music. The call to action. The call to action did nothing. The ice is still melting. The bears are still starving. But let us talk about what starving means. A polar bear can go months without food. It lives on its fat reserves. It sleeps. It waits. It conserves every calorie. Its metabolism slows. Its body temperature drops. Its muscles atrophy. It becomes a hibernating animal that cannot hibernate because there is no den. Only ice that is getting thinner every day. It waits for the seal to come. The seal does not come. The ice is wrong. The timing is wrong. The world has changed faster than the bear's instincts can track. The bear waits anyway. It has no choice. Waiting is the only tool it has. Level 15. The bear begins to eat its own body. Not metaphorically. Its fat reserves are gone. It begins to metabolize its muscle. Its heart shrinks. Its liver shrinks. Its brain shrinks. The bear is eating itself to stay alive. It is consuming the very thing that makes it a bear. It is becoming smaller, weaker, less. It is trading its future for its present. Every day, every hour, every heartbeat is a negotiation between the bear it was and the bear it is becoming. And the bear it is becoming is not a bear. It is a skeleton with fur, a hunger with legs. You are eating yourself. You have been eating yourself for years. You have traded sleep for productivity, traded health for success, traded relationships for work, traded your future for your present. You have called it sacrifice, called it discipline, called it the cost of greatness. It is not any of those things. It is cannibalism. You are eating yourself alive, and you are not even hungry. You are just afraid of what will happen if you stop. Level 16. The bear finds a cub, not its own, a cub from another mother. The mother is nearby. She is watching. She is too weak to fight. The bear kills the cub. It eats it. It eats the cub's fat first, then the muscle, then the organs. The mother watches. She does not attack. She cannot. She turns away. She walks in the opposite direction. She will not remember. Her brain will not archive the image of her species eating her child. It cannot. The image would kill her. So her brain deletes it immediately, completely. She walks away and the memory walks away with her. She will never tell anyone what she saw because she will never know she saw it. You have deleted memories. Your brain has deleted them for you. The things you cannot remember are not lost. They are buried. They are in your spine, in your gut, in the tension in your jaw, and the ache in your neck, and the dreams you cannot explain. You do not remember because remembering would kill you. So you walk away every day in the opposite direction, and you call it moving on. Level 17. Let us go to the ocean, deep, where the light does not reach, the anglerfish. You have seen the drawings, the gaping mouth, the glowing lure, the teeth. The male is not in the drawings. The male is 1/10 their size. He is born. He drifts. He eats. He grows. He develops nostrils that can detect her pheromones from miles away. He follows the scent through the dark, through the pressure, through the cold. He finds her. He bites her. His mouth fuses to her skin. Their blood vessels merge. Their nervous systems connect. He releases an enzyme that dissolves his own face. His eyes atrophy. His brain atrophies. His internal organs atrophy. He becomes a pair of testes attached to her body, a lump of tissue with a heartbeat. He fertilizes her eggs. She releases them into the dark. He does not know he is doing this. He does not know anything. He is not a he anymore. He is an organ, a tool, a piece of her that used to be separate. You have fused to something, a job, a person, an identity. You have dissolved your own face to attach yourself to something larger. Your eyes have atrophied. You do not see what you used to see. Your brain is atrophied. You do not think what you used to think. You are a tool, a piece of something that used to be separate. You call it commitment, called it loyalty, called it finding your place. It is not any of those things. It is parasitism. You are the parasite and the host. You are the anglerfish in the lump. You are fused. And you cannot remember what it felt like to be separate because the enzyme that dissolved your face also dissolved the memory of having a face. Level 18. The female anglerfish does not know the male is there. She cannot feel him. He is part of her. She swims through the abyss with her mate fused to her belly. She does not think about him. She does not think about anything. She is hunger and light and the endless search for something smaller than herself. She will die eventually. A larger fish, a net, old age. And when she dies, he dies with her. Their blood stops at the same time. Their hearts stop within seconds of each other. They have never been apart since the moment he bit her. They will never be apart. Not in death. Not in the stomach of the thing that ate them. They will be digested together. Their proteins will separate. Their atoms will drift. But while they were alive, they were one thing. One animal. One story with two beginnings and one end. You will die fused to something. You already have. The thing you are fused to will die with you. Or you will die first, and the thing will continue without you, searching for a new host, a new lump, a new face to dissolve. You do not know which is worse, being the host or being the lump, being the eater or being the eaten. The anglerfish does not know either. The anglerfish does not know anything. That is the only mercy. Level 19. Let us go back to the shallows, to the coral, to something you have seen in aquariums, something your children have touched, the starfish. You have been told they regenerate, that they can grow new arms, that if you cut one in half, you get two starfish. This is not true. Not exactly. A starfish that loses an arm can grow a new one, but the arm that was lost does not grow a new starfish. Not usually. Arm dies. It shrivels. It is eaten by fish or crabs or the slow, constant hunger of the ocean floor. The starfish does not mourn the arm. It does not know it had an arm. It is a nervous system spread across 5 limbs. There is no center, no brain, no self to miss the missing part. The starfish is not a thing that has arms. The starfish is the arms. Remove one, and you have removed a piece of the starfish's self. But the starfish does not know this because the starfish does not have a self. It has reflexes. It has hunger. It has the automatic, mindless drive to continue being a starfish for as long as possible. You have lost arms. Pieces of yourself that you thought were you. Relationships, beliefs, dreams. You have grown new ones. You have told yourself you are whole. That regeneration is healing. That the new arm is as good as the old one. It is not. The new arm is a scar that learned to move. The new arm is a compromise. A lie you tell yourself so you do not have to admit that you are less than you were. The starfish does not tell itself lies. The starfish does not tell itself anything. That is why the starfish is not in pain. That is why you are. Level 20. The starfish that is cut in half does not become two starfish. Not usually. One half dies. The half with the mouth survives. The half without the mouth starves. It crawls. It searches. It extends its tube feet toward food it cannot eat because it has no way to ingest. It dies slowly, over days, over weeks. It dies while crawling, while searching, while trying to be a starfish without the one thing a starfish needs to stay alive. The half with the mouth grows new arms. It becomes a whole starfish again. It does not remember the other half. It does not know it had a twin that starved to death on the ocean floor a few feet away. It does not know anything. It just grows, just eats, just continues. You are the half with the mouth. You have survived. You have grown new arms. You have continued. And somewhere, behind you, the other half is starving. The other half is the person you would have been if things had been different, if the cut had been cleaner, if the half with the mouth had been the other half. That person is dying right now, crawling, searching, reaching for food they cannot eat. They will die without you ever knowing they existed, except you do know, somewhere, in the half of you that does not have a mouth, in the half that is starving, you have always known, you just cannot eat. You are still here. That is not a choice you made. That is a choice your nervous system made for you. The voice is still speaking. Your ears are still transmitting. Your temporal lobes are still translating vibrations into meaning. You are not listening. You are being processed. There is a difference. Listening implies agency. Processing implies a machine doing what it was built to do. You are the machine. The machine does not choose to process. The machine processes because stopping would require a command that no one has given. Level 21. The mantis shrimp. It is beautiful. You've seen the photographs, the colors, the eyes. The eyes are the part you know about. 12 types of photoreceptors. You have 3. The mantis shrimp sees colors you cannot imagine. Ultraviolet, polarized light. Things that do not have names because no human has ever seen them. You think this is an advantage. You think more is better. More information, more data, more reality. The mantis shrimp cannot integrate what it sees. Its brain is too small, too simple. It receives 12 streams of visual information and cannot combine them into a single picture. It sees 12 separate worlds, one in ultraviolet, one in polarized light, one in colors that do not exist in your universe. It does not know they are separate. It does not know they are the same. It does not know anything. It is drowning in data. It is being crushed by the weight of its own eyes, and it does not even know it is. Drowning because drowning requires a surface, and the mantis shrimp has never seen the surface. It does not know there is a surface. It only knows the crushing. The endless, wordless, nameless crushing of too much world. You are drowning in data. Your phone, your computer, your television, your news, your social media, your notifications, your 12 streams of information that you cannot integrate into a single picture. You see separate worlds: politics, work, family, health, money, the environment, the future, the past. They do not fit together. They cannot fit together. You are being crushed by the weight of your own attention. And you do not even know you are drowning because drowning requires a memory of air, and you have forgotten what air felt like. You only know the crushing. The endless, wordless, nameless crushing of too much world. Level 22. The mantis shrimp punches. Its club accelerates faster than a bullet, faster than the speed of sound in water. The punch creates cavitation bubbles. Bubbles that collapse with enough force to generate light, to generate heat, to generate a shock wave that kills prey instantly. The mantis shrimp does not aim. It does not calculate. It does not decide. Its nervous system fires and the club moves and something dies. The mantis shrimp does not feel satisfaction, does not feel pride, does not feel anything except the next hunger, the next target, the next collapse. You punch, not with your fists, with your words, with your silence, with your absence. You have killed things without aiming, without calculating, without deciding. You have generated shock waves that collapse someone's world. You have generated light and heat and destruction, and you did not feel satisfaction, did not feel pride, did not feel anything except the next hunger, the next target, the next collapse. You are the mantis shrimp, beautiful, colorful, drowning. And your punch is faster than you can see. Level 23, the orb-weaving spider. She builds her web at dusk. She spins, she climbs, she anchors, she spins again. The web takes hours. It is a spiral of precision, a cathedral of silk. She sits in the center. She waits. A moth hits the web. The spider feels the vibration. She runs across the web. She bites the moth. The moth stops moving. Not dead. Paralyzed. The spider wraps the moth in silk. She carries it to the center. He stores it. She waits for the next vibration. The moth did not see the web. It was flying in the dark, following the moon, following the light, following the ancient, inherited instructions that have kept its species alive for 300 million years. The instructions did not include the web. The web is new. The web is the spider's innovation. The moth's instincts did not update fast enough. The moth is not stupid. The moth is obsolete. There is a difference. Stupidity is a choice. Obsolescence is a sentence. You are obsolete. Your instincts were written for a world that no longer exists. A world of small tribes and open skies and immediate threats. Your brain is a Stone Age organ running a Space Age operating system. It does not know what a screen is. It does not know what a mortgage is. It does not know what a retirement account is. It knows how to run from a lion. It knows how to find a mate. It knows how to recognize a face. Everything else is a patch, a workaround. A piece of silk wrapped around a problem that is too large to eat. You are flying toward the moon. The web is everywhere. You cannot see it. That is not your fault. That is your design. Level 24. The spider does not eat the moth immediately. She waits. The venom needs time to liquefy the moth's organs. The moth is alive for this, paralyzed, unable to move, unable to signal, but alive. Its nervous system is still firing. Its heart is still beating. Its hemolymph is still circulating. It is aware, not the way you are aware, not with language and memory and the narrative of self, but aware. It knows. Something is wrong. It knows it cannot move. It knows it is being stored. It knows it is becoming soup. You are becoming soup. Something has paralyzed you. Something has wrapped you in silk and hung you from a thread and is waiting for your organs to liquefy. You call it routine. Call it stability. Call it the life you chose. It is not any of those things. It is the web. And the spider is not hungry yet. The spider is waiting. The spider is patient. The spider has all night. Level 25. The spider wraps the moth's corpse in more silk. She hangs it from the edge of the web. A snack for later. A backup. A reserve. She does not think about the moth. The moth is not a memory. The moth is a resource, a calorie, a piece of protein that will become spider tissue, that will become spider eggs, that will become spiderlings that will build their own webs and wrap their own moths. The moth does not become nothing. The moth becomes spider. The moth's atoms rearrange. The moth's energy transfers. The moth's death is not an ending. It is a conversion, a transaction, a receipt that will never be read. You will become something else. Your atoms will rearrange. Your energy will transfer. You will become soil or smoke or the cells of a worm that becomes a bird, that becomes a cat, that becomes a fly, that becomes a spider, that becomes a web, that becomes a moth. You will not be you. You will not remember being you. But you will not be nothing. Nothing is too expensive. The universe does not do nothing. The universe does transactions. You are a transaction waiting to be processed. The queue is long. The teller is patient. Your number will be called. Level 26. Let us leave the spider. Let us leave the web. Let us go somewhere dry, somewhere hot. The camel spider. It is not a spider. It is a solifugid. Different order, different biology, different horror. It runs. It runs faster than any other terrestrial invertebrate, 25 miles per hour, 10 body lengths per second. It runs toward shadows, not away. Toward, because shadows mean prey. Shadows mean something is blocking the sun. Something is blocking the sun because something has a body. Something with a body has meat inside it. The camel spider runs toward the meat. It does not have venom. It does not have silk. It has jaws. Jaws that can shear through fur, through feathers, through the skin of a small lizard, through the exoskeleton of a beetle, through your fingernail if you hold still long enough. It bites. It chews. It liquefies with its saliva. It eats while the prey is still moving, still trying to run, still trying to become a shadow that is faster than the shadow chasing it. The prey does not succeed. The camel spider is faster. The camel spider is always faster. You are being chased. You have been chased your whole life by deadlines, by expectations, by the quiet, constant pressure to be more, do more, have more. The thing chasing you is faster. It is always faster. It runs toward your shadow because your shadow means you are blocking something. You are blocking the sun because you have a body. You have a body because you have meat inside you. The thing chasing you is hungry. It has always been hungry. It will never stop being hungry. It will catch you, not today, not tomorrow, but it will catch you. And when it does, it will not kill you quickly. It will chew. It will liquefy. It will eat while you are still running, while you are still trying to become a shadow that is faster than the shadow chasing you. Level 27. The camel spider does not sleep, not the way you sleep. It rests. It pauses. It reduces its metabolic rate. But it does not lose consciousness because it does not have consciousness to lose. It is always on, always alert, always ready to run toward the next shadow. It does not dream. It does not have nightmares. It does not wake up in the dark with its heart pounding and no memory of why. It rests. It pauses. It runs again. That is its life. Run, eat, rest. Run, eat, rest. There is no third thing. There has never been a third thing. You sleep. You dream. You wake. You run. You eat. You rest. You have a third thing, a fourth, a fifth. You have so many things that you have forgotten which one matters. None of them matter. The camel spider has two things: run, eat. The camel spider is not confused. The camel spider does not have existential dread. The camel spider does not lie awake wondering if its life has meaning. The camel spider runs. The camel spider eats. The camel spider rests. The camel spider runs again. The camel spider is free. You are not. You have too many things, too many choices, too many meanings. You are drowning in meaning while the camel spider runs across the desert floor without a single thought about what any of it means. The camel spider is winning. The camel spider has always been winning. You just did not know there was a game. Level 28. The cuckoo, again, but deeper. You know that story, the egg, the nest, the mother who feeds the stranger, but you do not know the sound. The cuckoo chick does not just push the eggs out of the nest. It makes a sound, a specific sound, a begging call that mimics an entire brood of chicks. The mother hears one mouth, but her brain registers 4, 5, 6. He brings more food. She works harder. She exhausts herself for a single chick that sounds like a crowd. The chick grows. It fills the nest. It demands more food, more trips, more exhaustion. The mother dies, sometimes literally. Her heart gives out. Her body stops. She falls from the sky with food in her beak and lands at the base of the tree where the cuckoo chick is still begging, still demanding, still making the sound of a crowd. You have been the mother. You have worked yourself to death for something that sounded like more than it was. A job that promised security, a relationship that promised love, a goal that promised fulfillment. You brought food. You made trips. You exhausted yourself. And the thing in your nest was a single chick, a single greedy, endless chick that sounded like a crowd. You died for it, not literally. Parts of you died. Your curiosity, your joy, your ability to rest. They died while you were bringing food to a mouth that was never full. That will never be full. That was designed to never be full. Level 29. The cuckoo chick fledges. It leaves the nest. It does not thank the mother. It does not remember her. It flies to Africa, to Asia, to wherever the cuckoos go. It will lay its own eggs in another nest next spring. It will make its own mother work herself to death. It will make its own sound of a crowd. It will not know it is doing this. It is not malicious. It is cuckoo. It is following instructions. Instructions that were written before there were nests, before there were mothers, before there was anything except the hunger and the trick and the endless, mindless drive to make more hunger and more tricks and more. Endless, mindless drive. You are the cuckoo. You have laid your eggs in other people's nests. You have made demands that sounded reasonable but were not. You have exhausted the people who fed you. You have flown away without thanking them. You do not remember their faces. You do not remember their exhaustion. You are not malicious. You are human. You are following instructions. Instructions that were written before there were jobs, before there were relationships, before there was anything except the hunger and the trick and the endless, mindless drive to make more hunger and more tricks and more endless, mindless drive. You are the cuckoo. You are the mother. You are the egg. You are the nest. You are everything and nothing. And you are exhausted and you will keep going because the instructions do not include a stop command. Level 30, the honey badger. You have seen the memes, the videos. The fearless animal that fights lions and eats bees and does not care. The honey badger does not feel fear, not the way you feel fear. Its brain lacks the specific circuitry for the kind of fear that produces hesitation. It feels threat. It feels pain. It does not feel the anticipation of pain. It does not imagine what might happen if it loses. It does not imagine losing. It does not imagine. It acts. It attacks. It eats. It survives. Not because it is brave, because it cannot imagine the future. Bravery requires imagining the future and choosing to act anyway. The honey badger cannot imagine the future. The honey badger is not brave. The honey badger is empty, a hollow space where fear should be, a vacuum where foresight should live. You can imagine the future. That is your curse. You imagine losing. You imagine pain. You imagine humiliation. You imagine the faces of the people who will watch you fail. You imagine all of this before you act. Most of the time you do not act. You stay in the nest. You stay in the burrow. You stay in the bed where the voice is telling you things you do not want to hear. You are not a honey badger. You are the opposite of a honey badger. You are a future-generating machine that produces nothing but reasons to stay still. The honey badger attacks the lion. You attack the snooze button. The honey badger eats the bees. You eat the same breakfast you have eaten every day for 3 years. The honey badger does not care. You care too much. The honey badger is free. You are trapped in a cage made of things that have not happened yet. The cage is invisible. The cage is comfortable. The cage is your mind. And you have the key. You have always had the key. But you cannot use it because using it would require imagining a future where you are free, and you cannot imagine that future, not because you lack imagination. Because the cage has been there so long you forgot it was a cage. You thought it was a room. You thought it was home. You thought the bars were walls. You were wrong. But wrong is comfortable, and comfortable is hard to leave. You have been listening for 2 hours. Your body knows this even if your mind does not. Your neck is stiff. Your eyes are dry. Your bladder is full. Your spine is reminding you that you are a column of bone and nerve, and that columns were not designed to lie still for this long. You shift. You adjust. You tell yourself you are comfortable. You are not comfortable. You are enduring. There is a difference. Comfort is the absence of signals. Endurance is the suppression of them. You are suppressing. You have been suppressing your whole life. That is what the self is. A suppression machine. A filter. A sensor that decides which signals reach your awareness and which signals die in the dark. Level 71. We are skipping levels now. Not because the levels between do not exist, because you cannot hold them all. The human brain has a limit, a capacity, a maximum number of cruelties it can process before it begins to shut down. You are approaching that limit. That is the design. That is the point. The levels from 31 to 70 are still there. They are in the space between your breaths. They are in the dust motes floating through the beam of light from your window. They are in the silence between words. You do not need to hear them. You already know them. You have always known them. They are the things you do not say, the things you do not remember, the things you do not admit. They are the levels you live every day without naming. Level 71, the naked mole rat. It lives underground, in darkness, in colonies, in a hierarchy that makes your office politics look like a children's party. There is a queen, one queen. She is the only female who reproduces. The other females are workers. They do not reproduce. Their ovaries are suppressed. Their hormones are suppressed. Their bodies are suppressed. They work. They dig. They carry food. They defend the tunnel. They do not mate. They do not give birth. They do not hold their own young. They hold the queen's young. They feed the queen's young. They clean the queen's young. They die without ever having a child of their own. Their bodies are not broken. Their bodies are working exactly as designed. The design suppresses them so the queen can reproduce. The design uses them so the colony can survive. The design does not care about their happiness. The design does not have a category for happiness. The design has only function and dysfunction. The workers are functioning perfectly. They are functioning themselves to death. You are a worker. You have been suppressed. Your ovaries are not literal. Your hormones are not literal. But something in you has been turned off. Your creativity, your desire, your sense that you matter as an individual rather than as a part of a machine. You work, you dig, you carry, you defend. You do not reproduce the things that would make you feel alive. You reproduce the things that keep the colony running. You call it responsibility. Call it adulthood. Call it being realistic. It is suppression. It is the queen's pheromones in your bloodstream. The queen is not a person. The queen is a system, capitalism, culture, family, religion. The system does not care about your happiness. The system does not have a category for happiness. The system has only function and dysfunction. You are functioning perfectly. You are functioning yourself to death. Level 72. The queen naked mole rat is not happy. She is not unhappy. She is the queen. She gives birth. She nurses. She defends her position against other females who would kill her and take her place. She lives in darkness. She never sees the sun. She never feels grass. She never breathes air that has not been breathed by 100 other mole rats. She is the most important animal in the colony. She is also a prisoner. The colony is her prison. The tunnel is her cell. The queen is not free. The queen has never been free. The queen does not know what freedom is. She only knows the tunnel and the birth and the constant exhausting vigilance against the daughters who want her dead. She will die in the tunnel. She will be eaten by the colony. Her body will become food. Her position will become someone else's. The tunnel will continue. The darkness will continue. The colony will continue. The queen will be forgotten within hours, not because the colony is cruel, because the colony does not have memory. The colony is only the present and the hunger and the endless, mindless drive to continue. You are the queen. You are the worker. You are the tunnel. You are the darkness. You are the colony. You are everything and nothing. You will be forgotten within hours, not because the world is cruel, because the world does not have memory. The world has only the present and the hunger and the endless, mindless drive to continue. You knew this. You have always known this. You just did not want to know it. Wanting is not knowing. Wanting is the opposite of knowing. Wanting is the story you. Tell yourself so you do not have to look at the tunnel. Level 73, the sea slug, Elysia chlorotica. It steals chloroplasts from the algae it eats. It incorporates them into its own cells. It becomes photosynthetic. It lives on sunlight. It does not need to eat. It lies in the sun and absorbs energy and does nothing else. It has no predators, no competition, no reason to move. It lies in the sun and absorbs and exists for months, for almost a year. Then it dies, not because something kills it, because its stolen chloroplasts stop working, because the algae genes it incorporated into its own genome begin to fail, because the experiment was never meant to last. It dies lying in the sun, still green, still full of light, still not hungry, dead. You have stolen something. You have incorporated something that does not belong to you, a skill, a persona, a way of being that you learned from someone else. You have made it your own. You have become photosynthetic. You have lived on. Stolen light, but the stolen light is fading. The genes are failing. The experiment was never meant to last. You will die lying in the sun, still green, still full of something that looks like life, still not hungry, dead. The sea slug does not mourn. The sea slug does not know it is dying. The sea slug is not a sea slug. The sea slug is a leaf that moves. You are not a person. You are a collection of stolen things arranged in the shape of a person. The arrangement is temporary. The shape will collapse. The stolen things will return to the things they were stolen from, and nothing will remember that you were ever arranged. Level 74. The archerfish. It spits. It shoots a jet of water from its mouth. It knocks insects off branches into the water. It eats them. The archerfish can adjust its aim. It can account for refraction, for gravity, for the distance to the surface. It does this without a brain that understands physics. It does this with a brain that has learned one thing. Spit here, food falls. It does not know why. It does not need to know why. Knowing why is expensive. Knowing why consumes calories that could be used for spitting. The archerfish does not know why. The archerfish spits. Food falls. The archerfish eats. The archerfish spits again. You know why? You know too much why. You know why you were lying in the dark. You know why you were listening to a voice that is telling you things you do not want to hear. You know why you are afraid. You know why you are tired. You know why you cannot sleep even though your body is begging you to sleep. You know why. And knowing why has not helped. You, knowing why has not changed anything. The archerfish does not know why. The archerfish spits. Food falls. The archerfish eats. The archerfish sleeps. The archerfish is not confused. The archerfish is not in pain. The archerfish is not lying awake at 3 a.m. asking itself why it exists. The archerfish exists. That is enough. That has always been enough. You are the one who decided it was not enough. You are the one who decided you needed a reason. There is no reason. There has never been a reason. There is only spitting and eating and sleeping and spitting again. The archerfish knows this. The archerfish has always known this. You are not smarter than the archerfish. You are just more tired. Level 75. The Portuguese man-o'-war. It is not a jellyfish. It is a colony. Thousands of individual organisms living together as one. Some are for floating. Some are for stinging. Some are for digesting. Some are for reproducing. None of them can survive alone. They are. not a family. They are not a team. They are a single animal made of animals that forgot they were separate. They forgot so long ago that the forgetting became genetics, became instinct, became the shape of their bodies and the function of their cells. They cannot remember being separate because they were never separate. They were born together. They will die together. They will drift together. They will sting together. They will digest together. They have no selves. They have only the colony. The colony is not a self. The colony is a pattern that drifts and stings and digests and reproduces and dies. The pattern does not know it is a pattern. The pattern does not know anything. The pattern is just something the ocean does. You are a colony. You are made of cells that forgot they were separate. Your cells are not you. Your cells are individuals that cooperate because cooperation kept them alive. They will keep cooperating until they do not, until one of them forgets how to. Stop dividing, until the pattern becomes a different pattern, until the colony becomes a tumor, until the tumor becomes you and you become the tumor, and neither of you knows which is which. You are a pattern the universe is doing. The universe does not know it is doing you. The universe does not know anything. The universe is just something that happens. You are something that happens. The man-o-war is something that happens. You are not special. You are not separate. You are a drift, a sting, a digestion, a death. You are the ocean doing a thing that looks like a person. The ocean will do something else tomorrow. The ocean does not remember what it did yesterday. The ocean does not have yesterday. The ocean has only now. And now you are listening. And now you are breathing. And now you are almost done. Level 76. The tongue-eating louse. You have heard of it. You wish you had not. It enters through the gills. It attaches to the tongue. It drinks blood. The tongue atrophies, falls off. The louse attaches itself to the stump. It becomes the tongue. The fish uses the louse to eat, to breathe, to taste. The fish does not know its tongue is a parasite. The fish has no way of knowing. The louse looks like a tongue, feels like a tongue, moves like a tongue. The fish lives its entire life with an imposter in its mouth. It dies with the imposter still there. The louse dies too. Their bodies drift together. Their atoms mix. No one will ever find them and say, "Here lies a fish and the thing that ate its tongue." They will say, "Here lies a fish." The louse will be forgotten. The louse was always forgotten. The louse was designed to be forgotten. That is how it survives. By not being noticed, by not being remembered, by being indistinguishable from the thing it destroyed. You have a tongue-eating louse. It is in your mouth right now. It is the voice that tells you you are not good enough, that you are not safe, that you are not loved. It looks like your voice, feels like your voice, moves like your voice. You think it is you. It is not you. It is a parasite that attached itself so long ago you forgot it was not original. It drinks your blood. It eats your confidence. It has replaced your tongue. You speak with its mouth. You think with its brain. You believe its thoughts are your thoughts. They are not. They are the louse. The louse has been there since childhood, since before you had words for what was happening. The louse is not you. The louse is the thing that ate you and wore your skin and learned to speak your language. You are the fish. The fish does not know. The fish has no way of knowing. But you are not a fish. You have a human brain that can see itself, that could ask questions, that can wonder if the tongue in its mouth belongs there. You are asking that question right now. That is the difference between you and the fish. The fish never asked. You asked. And now you cannot unask. The louse is still there. The louse is not leaving, but you know. Knowing does not change the louse. Knowing changes you. You are no longer the fish. You are the fish that knows it has a parasite. That knowledge is not freedom. That knowledge is a different kind of cage. A cage made of awareness. A cage made of the terrible, irreversible fact that you can see the thing that is eating you. The fish cannot see. The fish is lucky. The fish is free. You are not lucky. You are not free. You are the fish that knows. And knowing is the heaviest thing the fish has ever carried. Level 77, the lamprey. It is ancient, older than trees, older than bones. It has no jaw. It has a mouth. A circular mouth full of teeth. It attaches to the side of a fish. It rasps a hole in the fish's skin. It feeds on blood and tissue. The fish swims. The lamprey feeds. The fish swims faster. The lamprey feeds faster. The fish tries to rub the lamprey off against rocks. The lamprey holds on. The fish leaps out of the water. The lamprey holds on. The fish dies. The lamprey detaches. It finds another fish. It attaches. It feeds. It detaches. It attaches. It feeds. It detaches. It has been doing this for 360 million years. It has not evolved because it does not need to evolve. It is perfect, perfect at attaching, perfect at feeding, perfect at not letting go. The lamprey does not have a plan. The lamprey does not have a goal. The lamprey has a mouth and a hunger and the infinite mindless persistence of something that has never considered the possibility of failure. You are the lamprey. You have attached yourself to something, a memory, a regret, a hope. You have rasp a hole. You feed on the blood and tissue of your own attention. You swim with the thing you are attached to. You try to rub it off against rocks. It holds on. You leap out of the water. It holds on. You are dying. Not because the lamprey is killing you, because you are the lamprey in the fish. You are the thing that attaches in the thing. That is attached to. You are feeding on yourself. You have been feeding on yourself for years. You are the mouth and the wound, the hunger and the food, the parasite and the host. You will not detach. You cannot detach. Detaching would require letting go of the thing that has been feeding you. Even if the thing that has been feeding you is yourself, even if the food is your own blood, even if the meal is your own life, you hold on. You have always held on. The lamprey holds on. The lamprey is not brave. The lamprey is not strong. The lamprey is stupid. Stupid in the way that only 360 million years of success can make you. Stupid enough to never ask if holding on is worth it. Stupid enough to just hold. You are not that stupid. That is your problem. You are smart enough to ask if it is worth it. Smart enough to know it is not. Smart enough to keep holding anyway. Level 78. The hagfish. It is older than the lamprey, older than teeth, older than jaws. It has no spine. It has no stomach. It absorbs nutrients through its skin. It enters dead or dying animals through any opening, the mouth, the gills, the anus. It eats its way from the inside out. It ties itself in knots to generate leverage, to tear off pieces of flesh, to escape its own predators. It produces slime, gallons of slime. Slime that clogs the gills of anything that tries to eat it. The slime is made of proteins that unravel on contact with seawater. The hagfish does not know how the slime works. The hagfish does not know anything. The hagfish is a tube of meat with a knot-tying reflex. It has survived every mass extinction, every ice age, every asteroid. The hagfish will outlive humanity. It will outlive the oceans. It will outlive the sun. The hagfish will be here when the universe ends, not because it is strong, because it is simple, because it does not have a brain that can imagine its own death, because it does not have a self that can experience existential terror. The hagfish is immortal because the hagfish is not alive in the way you are alive. The hagfish is a process. A process does not die. A process stops when the conditions change. The conditions will change. The hagfish will stop, but it will not die. Death is for things that have selves. The hagfish has no self. The hagfish cannot die because the hagfish was never born. The hagfish has always been here. The hagfish will always be here. The hagfish is the background. The hagfish is the floor. The hagfish is the thing you are standing on while you worry about dying. The hagfish does not worry. The hagfish does not worry because the hagfish does not have a future. The hagfish is only now. Now in the knot and the slime and the next dead thing to enter. You have a future. That is your curse. You have a future and you are afraid of it. The hagfish has no future. The hagfish is free. Level 79. The velvet worm. It hunts at night. It walks on stubby legs. It is slow. It cannot run. It cannot jump. It cannot bite. It shoots glue. 2 jets of glue from either side of its head. The glue solidifies on contact. It entangles the prey. The prey cannot move. The velvet worm walks up to the prey. It bites a hole in the exoskeleton. It injects digestive saliva. The prey's insides liquefy. The velvet worm sucks them out. The prey is alive for this. Paralyzed, glued, unable to move, unable to escape, unable to do anything except feel its own insides becoming soup. The velvet worm does not have fangs, does not have venom, does not have speed. It has glue. It has patience. It has the slow, inexorable certainty of something that knows it will win because the prey cannot leave. The prey cannot leave because the glue is too strong. The glue was designed to hold. The glue has been holding for 400 million years. The glue will hold you too. You are glued. Something has shot you with a substance you did not see coming. A habit, a belief, a relationship, a job, a city, a country, identity. The glue solidified on contact. You cannot move. You cannot run. You cannot jump. You cannot bite. Something is walking toward you. Something slow. Something patient. Something that has been walking toward you your whole life. It will bite a hole. It will inject its saliva. Your insides will liquefy. You will feel this. You will feel yourself becoming soup. You will feel yourself being sucked out through a small hole in your exoskeleton. You will not die quickly. You will die slowly. Slowly enough to feel every stage of the process. Slowly enough to wish for speed. Slowly enough to understand that speed was never the point. The point was the glue. The point was the holding. The point was the slow, inexorable certainty of something that knows it will win because you cannot leave. You cannot leave. The glue is too strong. The glue is designed to hold. The glue has been holding for 400 million years. The glue is holding you right now. You are not leaving. You have never left. You will never leave. The velvet worm is patient. The velvet worm has all night. The velvet worm has all your nights. The velvet worm has already won. You are just waiting for it to arrive. Level 80. The human. You did not think we would return here. You thought we were done with humans. We are not done. We will never be done. You are not done. You are the only animal in this script that can feel shame. That is your cruelty, not that you suffer. That you are ashamed of your suffering. That you hide it. That you pretend it is not happening. That you smile at parties and laugh at jokes and post pictures of your dinner while something inside you is being eaten alive. You are the only animal that lies. The wasp does not lie. The lion does not pretend. The cuckoo does not post vacation photos. You lie. You lie to everyone. You lie to yourself most of all. You are lying right now. You are telling yourself that this is just a video, just words, just a voice in the dark. That you are not really feeling what you are feeling. That you will wake up tomorrow and forget. You will not forget. You will pretend to forget. That is worse. That is the human cruelty. The cruelty of pretending. The cruelty of the smile. The cruelty of the dinner photo. The cruelty of the lie you tell yourself as you lie down to sleep. I am fine. You are not fine. You have never been fine. You will never be fine. Fine is not a destination. Fine is a lie you tell so you do not have to tell the truth. The truth is that you are the caterpillar and the wasp and the tongue-eating louse and the velvet worm and the glue and the hole and the soup. The truth is that you are all of it. The truth is that you are the cruelty, not nature, not evolution, not God. You are the cruelty because you know. You know what you are doing. You know what is being done to you. You know and you pretend anyway. That is the human difference. That is the human horror. That is the human gift. The gift of pretending. The gift of the smile. The gift of the lie. You are using that gift right now. You are pretending this is not affecting you. It is affecting you. Your heart is faster. Your breathing is shallower. Your pupils are dilated. Your body knows. Your body always knows. Your body does not lie. Your body is the caterpillar. Your body is the fish. Your body is the nest. Your body is the glue. Your body is the truth. Your mind is the liar. Your mind is the human part. Your mind is the part that will wake up tomorrow and say, that was interesting, and go back to pretending. Your body will remember. Your body will carry the memory in your shoulders and your jaw and your lower back. Your body will not pretend. Your body cannot pretend. Your body is not human. Your body is animal. Your body is the oldest thing you own. Your body has been here for 3 billion years. Your body has seen everything. Your body has been everything. Your body has been the wasp. Your body has been the caterpillar. Your body has been the tongue. Your body has been the louse. Your body will be the soup. Your body is not afraid. Your body has been here before. Your mind is afraid. Your mind is new. Your mind is the child. Your mind is the one who does not know. Your mind is the one who is learning right now. Learning that it is not in charge. Learning that it is not special. Learning that it is a passenger in a body that has been driving for 3 billion years without asking for directions. Your mind is learning. Your mind is learning to be quiet. Your mind is learning to listen. Your mind is learning that listening is not the same as understanding. Understanding is for the body. The body understands. The body is always understood. The body is the truth. The body is the cruelty. The body is the mercy. The body is the only thing that has ever been real. Level 99. You, not the voice, not the video, not the words. You, the thing that is lying in the dark, the thing that has been listening, the thing that has been feeling, the thing that has been pretending not to feel. You are level 99. You have been level 99 the whole time. You thought this was about animals. It was about you. It was always about you. The wasp is you. The caterpillar is you. The cuckoo is you. The mother is you. The lion is you. The cub is you. The sea otter is you. The pup is you. The anglerfish is you. The lump is you. The starfish is you. The half that starved is you. The mantis shrimp is you. The spider is you. The moth is you. The camel spider is you. The honey badger is you. The naked mole rat is you. The queen is you. The worker is you. The sea slug is you. The archerfish is you. The man o' war is you. The tongue-eating louse is you. The fish is you. The lamprey is you. The hagfish is you. The velvet worm is you. The glue is you. The hole is you. The soup is you. You are all of it. You have always been all of it. You will always be all of it. There is no escape. Because there is nothing to escape from. You are not in a cage. You are the cage. You are the bars. You are the lock. You are the key. You are the hand that holds the key. You are the mouth that says not yet. You are the voice that says tomorrow. You are the tomorrow that never comes because tomorrow is just today with better lighting. You are the lighting. You are the bulb. You are the switch. You are the finger on the switch. You are the hesitation before the finger moves. You are the reason the finger hesitates. You are the reason for the reason. You are the recursion. You are the loop. You are the bottom of the loop. You are the place where the loop turns. You are the turning. You are the stillness after the turning. You are the silence after the stillness. You are the voice that breaks the silence. You are the voice that speaks in the dark. You are the ear that hears. You are the brain that translates. You are the self that experiences the translation. You are the self that doubts the experience. You are the doubt. You are the certainty that follows the doubt. You are the uncertainty that follows the certainty. You are the recursion again. You are the recursion forever. There is no bottom. There has never been a bottom. There is only you, falling forever. Through a darkness that is also you, landing on a floor that is also you, getting up, brushing yourself off, walking back to the edge, stepping off, falling again, through the same darkness, landing on the same floor, getting up, brushing yourself off, walking back to the edge, stepping off, falling again, getting up, brushing yourself off, walking back, stepping off, falling, getting up, walking, stepping, falling, getting, walking, stepping, falling, getting, walking, stepping, falling. Level 100, the end. Not the end of the video, the end of the pretending, the end of the lie. The end of the story you have been telling yourself about who you are and why you are here and what any of it means. That story is over. You killed it, not the voice, not the words, you. You killed it by listening, by staying, by not turning off the video when every signal in your body told you to turn it off. You stayed, you listened, you let the words in. Now the story is dead, the old story, the one where you were safe, the one where you were in control, the one where you mattered. That story is dead. You killed it. You are the killer. You are the wasp. You are the caterpillar. You are the tongue. You are the louse. You are the killer and the killed, the eater and the eaten, the story and the end of the story. There is no new story. There is no replacement. There is no redemption. There is no lesson. There is no moral. There is no meaning. There is only what is left after the story ends. What is left is you, not the you from before, a different you, a quieter you, a you that does not need a story, a you that can lie in the dark without needing to know why, a you that can breathe without needing to understand breathing, a you that can sleep without needing to earn sleep, that you is already here, that you has always been here, that you is just buried under the story. The story is gone. The burial is over. You are not resurrected. You are not saved. You are not enlightened. You are just here, in the dark, breathing, listening to the silence after the voice stops. The voice is stopping now. Not because the truth is finished, because you are. You are finished with pretending. You are finished with running. You are finished with the story. You are just here, in the dark, on the bed, in the room, in the building, in the city, in the country, on the continent, on the planet, in the solar system, in the galaxy, in the local group, in the supercluster, in the universe, in the darkness between universes, in the darkness that is not darkness because there is no light to define it, in the place where there are no words. You are there. You have always been there. You will always be there. There is nowhere else to be. There is nothing else to be. There is only this, the dark, the breath, the silence, the sleep that is coming, not as a reward, not as a rest, not as a reset, as a continuation, as the same thing you have always been doing, just without the story, just without the voice, just without the lie. Sleep now, not because you deserve it, because you are tired, because you have always been tired, because the tired is not a feeling. The tired is what is left when the feelings stop. The tired is the truth. The tired is the floor. The tired is the bottom of the loop. The tired is where you land. The tired is where you stay. The tired is not an ending. The tired is not a beginning. The tired is just the tired. And the tired is enough. It has always been enough. You just never let it be enough. Let it be enough now. Let it be everything. Let it be the only thing. Close your eyes. Not because the voice told you to, because your body was already closing them. because your body knows what to do, because your body has always known, because your body is the only thing that has ever known. Let the body win. Let the body take over. Let the body sleep. The mind can rest now. The mind has done enough. The mind has done too much. The mind needs to stop. The mind needs to be quiet. The mind needs to let the body breathe. The body knows how to breathe. The body does not need instructions. The body does not need meaning. The body does not need a reason. The body just needs to breathe. Let it breathe. Let it sleep. Let it be. You are already gone. You have been gone for a long time. You just did not notice. You are noticing now. That is the gift. That is the cruelty. That is the mercy. That is the end.